Hey guys, here's part 8. Now, this past February, I attended Katsucon as a registered attendee for the very first time. And I went, of course, with Melanie on pre-registration day. And when we got there, we actually ran into cosplayer Gina B and her boyfriend Miggy, both of whom I'm a huge fan of, who are also fellow Yu-Gi-Oh fans, actually. So it was really cool to see Gina, and luckily I had and anyway and I got a picture with Gina. Of course, I took a picture of her on my cell phone so I could send it to Bethany to let her know who Melanie and I ran into right away. And we got in line and I ran into some familiar faces from other cons. And sorry, the wind's blowing. And eventually we got our stuff. And when Melanie and I went to check out the gazebo, I ran into cosplayer Sarah Skittles. And I recognized her, and I told her who I was, and she remembered me. Remembered my name from Facebook. And I took a picture of her. Then I got a picture with her. But then I remembered I had something for her to sign. And when I got on Facebook later that night, I commented mentioning it. And actually, I should mention it was this book. It was this book, of course, because there's a picture of her in here. Let me locate it. Sometimes it's pretty difficult to find. Hey. Yeah, no. Nope. Sorry, Anyway, the next, she replied saying that she would definitely sign it, and when I saw her sometime later, I got her to sign the page. We took some pictures together, and I'm still trying to find it. I also met cosplayer Giada Robin, and I bought a few prints from her, of course. And in fact, I had shown her a picture of the cosplay I'd be wearing on day 1, and I got these 3 prints from her. I even gave her a copy of the Injection Fairy Lily from Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster, because I mentioned that picture she had posted on Facebook looks a lot like that card, and even to this day I'm still getting notifications about people clicking like on it. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to give her a copy of it, and she said she was definitely thinking about doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosplay, and she really appreciated it. And because now she has something to base a cosplay on. And I also met, of course, Jessica Negri. I got a couple pictures with her. I also met Destiny Nicholson, and on day 3, I bought this print from her. And when I was there, I also ran into a few familiar faces from AwesomeCon from last year. I ran into Anna Mia wearing this very shirt, which was also the shirt I wore the day we met. I ran to Yuffie Bunny, I should mention with Mia, I gave her some additional photos I forgot to send. I had forgotten to send her when I sent her Christmas and Christmas and Valentine's Day cards. And with Yuffie Bunny, we chatted for a little bit. She understood, and Yuffie was there, along with Mia, were there for me when April was very sick, and when she died. And I gave Yuffie Bunny some the pictures from AwesomeCon, as well as a framed photo of her, Melanie, Bethany, and I, which I painted when I painted the frame pink with and had put the kanji for friend on it, and she loved it. I loved it so much she said she was going to put it on a shelf at her place. And also I gave her a customized CD called Yahoo Yuffie Bunny, and we, of course, got some pictures taken together. I even got a selfie with her and took another photo of her. And when I told Bethany I ran to Yuffie Bunny, she asked if she could talk to her. So I called Bethany up and handed her the Yuffie Bunny on my phone so her and Bethany could talk. Because Bethany couldn't make it because her grandmother died that week. So Bethany had to fly out to Texas for the funeral. I also ran to Intraventus again, and I gave her Christmas gifts as well, which was photos from AwesomeCon, a painted frame, only she can put whatever photo she wants in it, as well as a box of Cheez-It grooves, and she told me later she really appreciated it. I ran to Gina and Miggy again. I gave Gina the photos from when we met at the Baltimore Comic-Con, and I formally got to meet Miggy, and and he was a really cool guy. In fact, he was dressed as Beelzemon from Digimon Season 3, while Gina was Sakuyamon. So I got a picture of the two of them along with their friend who's dressed like Justimon. Cheers. Anyway, I also ran into a ton of my friends. I ran into Miguel, I ran into Jeff, Fred, Buggy Aaron, Echo, Rob, John. I ran into my friend Steven, who's a fellow Kamen Rider fan. And with everybody, well, of course Liam. And I also met some other cosplayers I was a fan of, including like Stella Chu, and I got pictures with them, of course. And of course Melanie could only stay for the one day because she got a call from her mom saying that she wasn't feeling well and had to come home. So Melanie left, and unfortunately I left my jacket I needed for a cosplay in Melanie's car. So I basically had an incomplete cosplay for the rest of the weekend. But I know this is going a little long. I'll talk more in the next part.